Dear spiritual aspirants, it is imperative that you may lose a few petty desires on the way. When you glide into the spiritual realm, it is imperative that a few petty desires of yours get dissolved. You may have to give up some things, but it is nothing compared to what Krishna will give you. He will give you the kingdom of love, light and bliss. He will give you unadulterated joy, eternal joy, that joy which never ceases. Never mind if you have to make a few adjustments on the way. What Krishna has for you, all the joys touched by Him. But let us travel with Arjun right now, because he is going through the path of darkness to the kingdom of light, and Arjun continues. Arjun is going on and on and on and on. Dear friends, our life stories go on and on and on and on. They don't end, we have to end. All the illusions of this world go on and on and on and on. They don't end, we have to end. When I surrender completely, then there is no drama left in my life. There are no disputes left in my life. There is no stories left in my life. But right now Arjun is in the middle of delusion. Arjun continues, for even on attaining undisputed sovereignty and an affluent kingdom on this earth and lordship over the gods, Bhagwan, even if you give me and make me the one sole emperor of the whole world, I cannot see any means that can drive away the grief that I am feeling just now. The grief that is drying up my senses. All the materialism in this world. In the middle of Kali Yuga, we are in the middle of deep and dark materialism. Everyone has everything. Any child has a birthday, you don't know what to get for him. Any grown-up has a birthday, you don't know what to get for him. Everybody has everything. And yet they are miserable. Everybody has everything. And yet they are grieving. Mental health is suffering. Everyone needs a psychiatrist. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs sleeping tablets to sleep at night. When you have amassed so much wealth, when you have got everything that your heart desires and more, in fact you have so much. How many clothes we have, my God? You can't even use all of them. Winter clothes, summer clothes, so many. But how come the grief doesn't leave you? It dries up your senses. Materialism is not the answer. Materialism is not the answer, dear friends. Spiritualism is the answer. There was a saint who lived in the mountains, happy and joyful within. His house was really bare. He had a meditation mat, a bed to sleep, water to drink and a few utensils. A foreigner came to meet him and to get solace. The foreigner, who was full of materialistic desires, he came to visit him to get solace, to get a few drops of knowledge, to get a few drops of light. And he said, Gurudev, where is your furniture? Gurudev, where is your furniture? Gurudev said, dear friend, where is your furniture? Oh Gurudev, I am only a traveler. Gurudev says, I am also only a traveler. What you need is chutai, chatai, surai and japmala. That is what you need for a happy, blissful, joyful life. Chatai, surai and japmala. And the kind words of a healing Satguru. Bas, you have it then, you have it all. But Arjun says, all this kingdom you giving me, Bhagwan, you can make me the Lord of the gods, you can make me Indra, who is the Lord of the gods. But I cannot get out of this grief that is drying up my senses. Help me, Bhagwan, help me, Bhagwan. Dear friends, when the turbulence arises within, we become helpless. And no amount of worldly pleasures can calm us down. The love of the Lord alone can still the mind. Choose spiritualism. Choose simplicity. Choose harmony. Choose love. Arjun chose Krishna. Duryodhan chose the mighty Narayani Sena, that was the army of the Yadavas. Arjun chose the Lord. And that is why he is being driven to the supreme abode. Chapter 2, Shlok number 9. Eva muktva rishikesham gudakesha parantapa nayotsya iti govindam muktva tushnim babhuva. Sanjay said, Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra all this. Sanjay said, after emptying out his heart to Krishna, dear friends, empty out your heart to Krishna. He is listening. He is always listening. He is all ears. That is why Ganpati Bhagwan is shown with such big ears, because he listens to all the prayers. Krishna is listening. Any problem you have, even if you don't have a problem, chat with him. Tell him what's going on inside you. Though he knows it all, but he wants to feel your love. Sing to him. Dance for him. He wants to feel your love. Tribhuvan ka Swami bhakton ka das hai. The Lord of the three worlds is a devotee of his devotees. He wants your love. He is hungry and thirsty for your love. Sing to him. Talk to him. Chant for him. Dance for him. The beloved Lord, after emptying out his heart to Krishna, the great austere soldier said, Parantapa, the one who has done so many austerities, so much tapaha, and yet he is crumbling, because ultimately it is surrender. He has performed tons and tons and tons of austerity. Parantapa, the one who has performed much austerity on earth. Lots of tapasya. But ultimately it is surrender that works. Dear Parantapa, I will not fight. There, Arjun, I will not fight. Every sadhak goes through this phase. Every seeker goes through this phase and says, Bhagwan, that is it. I am done. Now I can't do anymore. Now Bhagwan, it's your turn. I will not fight, and became silent. Now he is empty. Now he is emptied out everything to Krishna's feet. And he says, I will not fight. And became silent. Dear devotees, does this scene seem familiar? Sometimes we also completely give up. When we say and see all our efforts are not getting fruit, then we feel that there is no hope for us. That is the time to let go and let God. Let go and let God. Chapter 2, Shlok number 10. Tam uvacha Rishikesha prahasanneva bharata senayorubhayor madhye vishidantam idam vacha. Then Rishikesh, Lord Krishna. Why is he called Rishikesh? Rishikesh means the one who has conquered his senses. Do you know, in the war, all these white horses of Arjun's chariot, they did not even have reins. Bhagwan was guiding them through his chakra, through his mind, through his sankalp. He is the conqueror over his senses. None of his senses are outside, they are all within. Rishikesh smilingly said, "Ah, Krishna, your smile, Krishna, मस्त नजरों से देख लेना था. अगर तबीयत थी आजमाने की, हम तो यूं ही मर मिटते, क्या जरूरत थी मुस्कुराने की." Ah, Krishna, do you know Bhim? He has the strength of 1,000 elephants. And Hanuman has the strength of 1,000 Bhims. And Balram's one thumb has the strength of 1,000 Hanumans. And Bhagwan's smile, Krishna's smile, has the strength of 1,000 Daus, 1,000 Balrams. His smile can just disarm you completely. Completely. You know, when Ramji was fighting Khar and Dushan were the demons who were Ravan's brothers, very, very deadly demons. And when they saw Ramji, they just melted. They couldn't stand. They had never seen so much beauty in their lives. Oh, from which arrow should we shoot this? Heavenly being. We don't have a single arrow in our quiver that can shoot this divine being. Krishna smiled kindly. Ah, thank you for your kindness, Krishna. If you weren't kind, we would have had it. Stubborn people like us, falling again and again into ignorance. Thank you for smiling kindly. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your grace. Then Rishikesh, Lord Krishna, smiling kindly, standing there in the midst of the two armies. He's smiling in the middle of the two armies. Oh, Krishna was always smiling. When he's doing Maharas, he's smiling. When Putna is feeding him poison, he's smiling. When Trinavrat is taking him up in a tornado, he's smiling. When he's sporting with the milk maidens, he's smiling. When he's playing with the gwalas, he's smiling. When he's standing in the middle of the battlefield between the two armies, in a world war, mind you, he's smiling. He's always smiling. And he's always kind. Brahmaji makes so many mistakes and Bhagwan keeps forgiving him. Indra makes so many mistakes and Bhagwan lifted the Govardhan when Indra got egoistical. And Bhagwan forgave him again and again and again. Smiling kindly. Oh my dear Krishna, your smile is so beautiful. Keep smiling at me. I do not need anything else in the world. Nothing except your smile. The Supreme Soul is always smiling. He knows this is all a divine play and the reality is only the true self.